that you're using in business today?
There's two phrases that they taught me when I was in the military. One of them was embrace the suck, and the other one is pain is only weakness leaving your body, right? And those are kind of silly mantras, but really it's true in life in general that you don't have to like it, you just have to do it. And so when it comes to this type of work, it's just simply a matter of doing it till it's done. Not getting caught up on the fact that it's smelly or messy or dirty or hard, just continuing to do it until it's done. And I think that's probably one of the main lessons I learned in the military.
How has your leadership style changed since starting this business?
When I started this business, I'm a worker. I've been a worker for 30 years, right? So there's that mindset of being a worker. So as we've grown and I've had to bring employees into play, that has been a huge paradigm shift for me. But I'll tell you what, since I have begun to release that, it has freed me up to do the other part of the business, which is sales. It's given me a little more time to spend with my family and not be so worried all the time that things are getting done right. So we've done good training with the guys that work for us. They do a great job. I've begun to trust that I can let them do it and not have to micromanage that.
What's the key, John, takeaway maybe from, for somebody watching to make that shift from going from operator to, marketing and more important things as well?
For me, it's been having a really good wife. She's absolutely incredible resource in that department of reminding me that, hey, you're the owner. You got to act like the owner. And you're not the buddy on the job, and you need to set the standard, and you need to let guys know what's expected, and then hold their feet to the fire to get it done.
What about advice for those that don't have a wife?
We got a business coach early on. I would recommend doing that, and that was super helpful, especially for me, talking to somebody who had started a business, run a business, and had good advice on how to deal with those things and those transitions.
Awesome. Let's talk about the challenges that you face with 1099 contractors versus employees, and how do you operate today? What's your outlook, in the next 3 to 5 years?
We went with 1099 employees because I can't give a guy full-time year-round. And so my plan has been to wait until I know that the business can support to hire somebody full-time. So we've used contractors and 1099 guys, which works out great. The guys that come to work for me are motivated because they're there to make extra money. And then I've just kind of built my Rolodex of guys as I go and met them all over the place.
What's the downside to that? I can think of one where you send them out, they're showing up under your brand, right? Your reputation. Something goes haywire. You're the one on the reputation, right? So how do you establish that? Make sure that everything's done.
So the only time a 1099 guy is out on a job alone would be a demo job. But if we're doing junk removal, which is what I prefer to do most of the time, then I'm in the truck with them. And eventually, that's when we get a full-time employee. That will be the goal of having somebody who can drive the truck.
So you mentioned that you'll never use debt to expand and scale the business. Why is that your stance, and when will it change, if so?
We haven't used debt currently. Our model to begin with was, look, we're going to do this cash only. I didn't want to leverage my family's financial situation against the business. That was a concern of mine, that we'd have this debt and not be able to fulfill it at some point if business were to drop off or unforeseen injury or whatever. Now, I am willing to absorb debt as we grow. Once the business justifies taking on that type of debt, that's just a part of growing business. You're going to have to absorb some debt at some point. Primarily in our business for equipment, that's what we're looking at. And so when we get the volume, we need more equipment. To get the right equipment, you have to spend quite a bit of money, and using your cash, which is for your cash flow, to do that is kind of silly. So that's what we'll be doing.
Especially starting out though, no debt. Don't you sleep better at night?
I do. I don't have to worry about it. Like if everything went south tomorrow, I can just pretty much hang up the keys and close the bank account and walk away. I'm risk averse in general, but you have to take some risk in business.
What's your advice to those who are considering using debt but just starting out?
Can I help
Maybe their tolerance is a little different than yours. What do you say for
a young person with no family? I say go for it. I mean, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Just to scale quicker. But I have seen junk removal businesses that I've met that have started after me that have gone out of business do that. And so I would just caution again, you make sure you have a hustle to get business. You can't just rest in your laurels. You better be out there if you're not working to get business.
He
You
found
both
a
have a full-time
compound
job, 6 kids, which is incredible. How do you keep things organized and keep the train moving?
My wife, I got to give her 100% credit for that. I'm boots on the ground. My wife is organizational home. That's her job. She's an administrator, and so she just is hyper-organized and hyper-schedule focused. We have a quick 10-minute coffee meeting every morning. She texts my phone and lines out the schedule for me. This is the time you have for this. The kids have to be picked up at this time. You have to be done with this job by then, and we just go. We go like crazy with our hair on fire and let God work it out. I mean, honestly, that's a lot of it is prayer and faith and hope that it'll work out.
And so without her, you'd probably be a walking.
I'd be lost. I'd be completely lost.
That's cool to give so much genuine credit to your spouse. That's amazing.
Told Mom to send her prescription to Amazon Pharmacy. Now you're stuck behind this guy. As he used.
If you look, the busiest month or season for John Mobile, and how do you handle the seasonality?
April through September is our busy time. And then from September to April, it can get really
No? Would anyone like to spray the
So
plant?
what we're trying to do right now, what we
Press this button. It is so much fun. Excellent, a volunteer.
Senhora,
Eu não tiro vídeo.
ninguém.
Oh,
No
Where?
volunteers? Okay,
In the
I'll
room
demonstrate.
where we have PlayStation.
but I don't hear it. It's your phone.
I'm doing both multitasking.
Huh?
I'm doing both.
Fertilizer is working on the plant as
Can you change my diaper?
of the zero process.
Using McKay to
So you
sidestep
can do that,
embargoes
was the
was
issue.
considered quite controversial.
Those critics only want
Love
to
it.
profit from cancer, from
So
death.
what happened?
They see us as a threat, so they try to ruin us.
Okay.
This way, por favor. Okay,
Just kidding,
closer,
but you know,
closer. Get into me.
I just want you.
I want you to hear
You're
me.
gonna need baby.
You can go to your mom's house to pick it up some food.
Oye,
Let me ask. I don't know if she has
Something wrong,
food. Give me a
señora?
sec.
in Central Yara, our
Okay, hold on a minute.
extract, refine, and package the cancer-fighting tobacco compound called Yaran.
Please, stay with the door.
Found only in Yaran tobacco. Dr. Reyes thinks Yarantin is why our cigars are so smooth. Delicious and beneficial, no? I smoke one cigar a
can
week
get
and it
really
keeps
slow.
me
What we're
skinny
trying
and
to do
strong.
right now, what we've really started focusing on is getting commercial accounts, stuff that just is year round that we do every week. It's problematic because it takes away from part of the schedule, but it's what will carry us through those slower months. Now, I like it to be a little slower in the wintertime. That's Christmas, that's holidays, that's family. So for me, that's fine. The overhead per month is storage costs and insurance, and it's actually very low. I don't have to do a lot of work to pay our bills.
That's awesome. But if somebody is in a different spot and is fully invested into the business, you brought up a good point. Commercial accounts get you through winter. Get you
Property
through
management, real estate agents, yeah, that's where you want to network with those people.
What's your advice for our viewers who are watching to build relationships with local businesses and get referrals?
The big thing is always just talking. Just in every business we go into, my wife announces that, well, we have a small business. What do you guys do for advertising? We ask a lot of questions.
Just pop in?
And just, yeah, when we're out and about. I mean, we're in the community, and so we're out and about, and we do a lot of that. But we were getting some chemicals for our pool, and she happened to mention that we had a junk removal business to the lady at the pool store. And she says, oh, well, do you guys remove hot tubs? And we said, yeah, we have people asking us all the time how to do that. So we left cards with her, and every time we got a referral, my wife would go in and bring her a cup of coffee and some cookies. And so we get all of their hot tub referrals from that one pool store,
cool.
which has created huge amounts of money.
If I can hold in on maybe something specific here, but how has running your own business for the last 4+ years changed you as a person?
That's a tough question. I think I'm the same person that I was before. I wear a few more hats. That might be something that's changed, being a business owner versus just a worker. It's definitely changed the way I view family legacy and leaving something for your children. And I think that's probably been the biggest paradigm shift for me in my thinking is that, hey, we're building a legacy for our family, something that our kids can own later on or run later on. So
There's no better avenue than through creating your own company, building your own
having your own business is the way to go, and then really it's the way America was built, right?
Amen.
Very big
percentage of our viewers who are watching are you saying that they're scared to take a leap of faith, start their own business? They've got a 9 to 6. You've done it, 6 kids, big family, full time. How did you do it? What's your advice to those who are kind of scared to make that leap?
You know, the fear is just a roadblock. And once you get past the fear and get into the doing, the fear goes away. And so I would just say do it. I mean, it's not so much a leap of faith as it is breaking through a wall of fear and what ifs. And you just have to do it. And you can mitigate the risk by going cash only. You don't put yourself in debt. You don't take that type of risk, but take the risk of doing it.
If Big John fired up your entrepreneurial spirit, then episode 208 with an accountant's luxury trash side hustle will get you fired up even more. And you don't even need a truck or trailer. So make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Vamos, localicemos. We should run! Dalia! Okay, okay!
Excuse me! Fuck!
Are the terrorists okay? What is going on? Is it safe? I want an update now.
Do something! What? Oh! Don't shoot! I'm just a scientist.
Bitches, leave! Pa' fuera! Get shooting! True Yarens, welcome. We have a special program for you today. Maria Puta Marquesa, Minister of Culture, Uncle Anton's personal whore. You're also director to the True Yarn Academy, no? Where you fry people's brains to make sure they play nice? Like you did to me, right, Maria? What? Don't play dumb, bitch!
Talia, put the gun down. She's not worth it. You attacked my home. You put your filth on my network. You have any idea the embarrassment I had to endure because of your disgusting performance? I have given
You've
everything
forgotten to
you
get
have.
that special someone in your life a gift. Well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half
My
off.
academy
They're
was
engaging with
built
new people
to
often,
save
whereas
fake
only
yarns like you and
16% of the
the
core
muddy
population
macho you
engage in
spread your
networking
perversions
activities
with.
at all. They're just focused heads down
But
on
where
their
is
work.
she?
I found the cliche
Does she know the
the
proof
average
of
device
your
people
pain?
spend the most time with is usually true. So my favorite example of this is the Cow Mafia. It's this small group of friends that created PayPal. They went on to also create Tesla,
Come on, let's go!
SpaceX,
Let's go!
LinkedIn, YouTube, Yelp, Palantir. I know a bunch of the guys.
Get her the
Joe
fuck out of here!
Lonsdale, also part of that group, founder of Palantir, was a guest on our podcast. If you want to go listen to that on the Big Deal podcast. Billionaire. Not a billionaire once over, who started $8 billion companies. So a list of companies with a combined value of over $1 trillion came from a group of less than 22. What I think is interesting about this is there's a lot of reasons why people give them hate. They're like,